Welcome back, everybody. This is Desert Dynasty. Good morning. This is Friday. Get your cup of joe, get your tea, sit back and relax and listen to the ASMR of our podcast. We're going to give you so much information this week. You guys are going to be like, what the hell are the Cardinals doing? This offseason is getting bleak, but the draft is coming up and it's going to be juicy. Welcome back, everybody. What are you guys doing this week? And how is the vibes going, bro? The vibes, for me, it's been lame. Because, what's his name? Monty Ossenfort hasn't done anything with free agency. The quarterback room looks a little sad. So, I don't know how to feel about this and this offseason, bros.
It's terrible. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. Good to be back. Welcome back, everyone, to Desert Dynasty.
Back. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday. I'm just going to say now, boys, all I want is to draft Ty Simpson number 3 overall. That's what I want.
Whoa.
And
all right, I'm going to head out.
And I'm saying that as an April Fool's.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And as a time of recording, it's April Fool's, but for you, it's Friday morning. So happy Friday.
Bro, have you guys done any
April Fool's?
April Fools. Yeah. True that. Have you guys done any crazy April Fool's jokes, bro? Like in recent memory?
I've never done April Fool's jokes. I've never had to. I had the kid and it was real. So
have you ever been pranked though? Have you ever been pranked?
Yeah, I got pranked a couple of times. It was all by like teachers though, you know, like our favorite teacher was like, oh, like we're leaving. And the whole class, we were like, oh man, your daddy's leaving. In the end of the class, he's like, nah, I'm not leaving. You know, so nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy.
I swear we did something, Rick, that was like actually pretty damning, and we were like, it was April Fool's. Like you should have taken a joke. I can't remember now, but
I remember like a couple years ago, I was like, yeah, I lost my job, babe. I'm fucked.
Yeah. and Jay,
and like for real, like I'm like acted super for real for a while, dude. And then my girl's like, oh shoot, like what are we gonna do? And I'm like, April Fool, we got the cash. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything super crazy, bro. But I thought that was pretty fun, you know, just shooting the shit, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, Desert Dynasty listeners, we have a couple comments from our last YouTube or our last episode, right?
Yeah.
And one of them was Aaron Bowens, and thank you again. He's back to back, man, back to back weeks. Baller. He's commented, and I'm pulling it up. He said, if I could just, yep. So I'm one of the new fans that want to see Sonny Styles in Cardinals red.
Ooh.
Hey,
what do you guys think?
He's a top 5 pick. He's a top 5 pick. Sonny Styles is a good player, and I'm not mad about it. Honestly, if he was what we want or hope to want, what was his face? I can't even forget it. I forgot his name.
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons. He's what we wanted from Isaiah Simmons. A freak athlete, and has all the measurables, and hopefully is going to be a game changer in the NFL. So I wouldn't be mad about it.
This is my, like, I would be fine with it, but I don't want to draft him at 3. I think we could trade down and get him if the Jets don't take him, because I personally think the Jets are going to take him or David Bailey. That's what I think. But I mean, I think we can trade down to 4 or 5 and get him. I think the Browns could even jump us potentially and get him, or, you know, trade with us.
I'm always nervous about the Titans. Where are they going to go this year? Is it definitely defense on them, or
they're going BPA? I think best player.
I don't know if they want to, like, what do they want to do? Do they want to put emphasis on protecting Cam Ward? Do they want to get him a crazy weapon? Like, I don't know what direction they would want to go. I mean, they just got Salah, but they have good defensive pieces. Do they want another one? Like, I don't know what they want to do. So it's really hard to gauge them, to be honest.
But yeah, I guess at that point we'd probably do BPA as well if we traded back. So
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. The only reason why we would take Sonny Styles is if we think at the second round that one of the tackles that we like, which would be the ASU guy or maybe the Clemson guy, would fall to us. But we'll see.
Yeah, that would be really nice because then we'd still get a really good tackle. But
Yeah. Have you guys looked
and
at the Clemson tackle yet?
I don't think I've looked at some film. I actually wanted to do that, and I think Adam was talking about we wanted to do this in the future. Is we're gonna break down certain key
Players.
positions groups for this draft. That way we can break them down for you guys, and we'll understand who
Heck
we
yeah.
Give
want.
you
in the
give you a
future.
top 5 per position group,
Position
huh?
group.
Yeah.
Any other comments, Stefo, on YouTube or anything?
No comments. Shout out to Kat. I don't know if we shot her out last week. She's commented, y'all are delusional for picking James Conner to put him at 4. I believe we put him at 4.
Instead of 2.
And we kept on going on circle, and I'm like, no, like James Conner, we love him. He's a great running back, but he's not the greatest Cardinals running back. But
Right. He's a
yeah.
fan favorite for like the team now, but if you compare him to like those other ones that we put ahead of him, like I think, I mean, we all like Trey McBride more than him, right?
Exactly.
So
And Buddha, I think it was what? Carson Palmer was above him, I believe.
Yeah, we had Carson Palmer shooting
Buddha,
like
and
that.
then Buddha and someone else. But
yeah, some people really don't like Carson, so like I guess you could interchange him with 3 or 4, which we kind of said, right? We were like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We'll go with 4.
And we're big fans of him, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you guys today we're gonna get a little nasty because I want to bring that up again. We want to do top 10 this week. We're doing top 10, but blind rankings. So we want to do this blind rankings. It's fun. We might even change it up to the NFL, but right now we're still sticking with Cardinals. And right now we're gonna be doing blind rankings, top 10 wide receivers. It's gonna get nasty because god damn, we don't know any wide receivers right now in the Cardinals. We suck. So it's gonna
don't tell me Marvin Harrison. I'm putting him at 1. What were you saying?
If you're a hardcore, diehard Cards fan, do the blind ranking with us. See what you guys get.
Put it in the comments, and also leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a follow, everything because it helps. And we're on the road to 100 subs, and we're getting closer and closer, and we have been getting more. So also, if we don't shout you out for subbing, it's because you're on private, and you don't, allow us to see you sub to us, which is fine. But thank you for subbing. We did get 2 more subs last week. So
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it's about to get nasty, boys. Let's get started, though. There's going to be 10 of them, so make sure you guys keep those slots available. Number 1, Christian Kirk. Where are we putting him?
5.
Freaking 5? That's high, dog. 7. There's no way. 7.
It's getting nasty.
Christian Kirk is not that good.
Well, I agree. I would probably... Okay, hold on.
Let's do 7. Let's do 7.
I'll do 7.
Bad,
I think that's a good
great.
one. I think that's a
7.
good one.
Man.
Okay.
Okay. 7. Christian Kirk, I liked him. Number 2, Greg Dortch.
Even worse.
10. No, I'll put him 9 just in case.
9 just in case. 9.
So 7 and 9 are taken. Okay.
All right. Number 3, D-Hop. DeAndre Hopkins.
D-Hop is great.
Ooh, 4?
3 or 4?
I kind of like 4.
Let's do 4.
Yeah.
D-Hop is great.
4. All right. 4. Rondale Moore.
Do we have to take the 10 spot? Underneath Dortch. We already put 9.
I mean, did you like Dortch? Did you like Dortch or him better? I kind of liked Rondale Moore better.
More. I did.
Yeah,
so he gets 8. Yeah, 8.
All right. So you guys have
7,
8 overall,
9.
Rondale Moore. 7 was Christian Kirk. And then 9 was Dortch. And then 3 or 4.
D-Hop was 4.
Yeah,
so we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 5 and 10.
All right. Man, you guys are going crazy right now. 5, John Brown.
10. We have to use the 10, bro. He's not 5. Don't you think, Adam?
No, we have 6.
Or save the 10.
We have 6, don't we? And 7? Or no, yeah, we have 6.
Oh, we have 6. Let's use 6.
Do you like him 10. More than Christian Kirk or less than Christian Kirk?
More. I think they're equal, actually. I think they're equal.
Yeah, same.
So 6.
Okay, I'll go 6.
Right. 6 overall. All right, next. Trent Sherfield Jr.
10. Thank God.
Oh, 10. Thank you, God.
Yeah. 10.
Hey, what you know about Trent Sherfield, man?
I don't even remember him.
He was
Was
good.
he Bruce Arians?
I liked him.
Bruce Arians?
Yeah, Bruce Arians. Yeah, good special teamer, and then like he made like random big plays out of nowhere. Like
I know.
Yeah,
but that was it.
Man, I told y'all this is getting nasty, and you guys didn't trust me, bro.
Oh,
All right, next over, Hollywood Brown.
Oh,
So what do we have left?
5.
1, 2,
It's gotta be
3.
1, 2,
5.
3,
5.
There's
6.
5, I think. And then
No, we just use 6. It's just 1, 2, 3, 5. So
Oh,
5.
and John Brown.
We'll put him at
So
5.
5.
Man, yeah, you guys only got 3 more picks, and so now you only got
They're
1,
all
2,
in the
3.
top 3. They're all in the top 3.
All right, you guys. All right, next AJ Green or AJ Green, yeah.
Oh shit!
AJ
It's gonna have to be 3 because I hate that. After the Packers game, bro.
Yeah,
he doesn't deserve that 3 spot at all, but it's all right.
You guys wasted a really.
We should have done
D
D-Hop at 3, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then the obvious next wide receiver, Larry
1.
Fitz.
1.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, you got that one right.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the last one?
And the last is the nastiest, bro. What you know about Andy Isabella? Hi, Andy. Bro. Hi, Candy.
2. Damn.
Oh, no.
You guys gotta get roasted, bro, in these picks.
Damn.
Oh no.
Yo, you only put like 2 good wide receivers in the class, bro.
Well, I did from
We
2000
should- we
up,
should have
so
known.
all the recent wide receivers and
We
top
should
10.
have known.
So
Hey,
I didn't do like of all time. Yeah.
Hey, a personal favorite of mine that I don't know if you guys remember him. He was in the Ken Wisenhunt era. His name was Steve Breston. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I really liked him. A
He
slot
was really
receiver.
good.
He was a
Yeah.
beast.
This is a shout out number 11 there. Wasn't on the list.
I knew when you guys said Christian Kirk 7, I was like, they're fucked.
No, we put
I was
him
like,
at
Christian Kirk
6.
probably
No?
top 5.
Oh,
I
7.
thought you put him
put him at
7 or
7.
6, around 7. Yeah.
Honestly,
I
though,
was
you
like-
can't blame us for putting him at 7, bro.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
thought
doing
you were
top-
going like this
I wasn't doing
Cardinals
top-
like history.
Yeah, I wasn't doing Cardinals top in history because I don't know. I just want to be random with it, bro. But it was like the top Cardinals from 2000 and up.
Okay,
So all
okay.
recent wide receivers. Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I
is
kept waiting
funny,
for him to
though.
do Bolden and
I knew you guys were waiting for Bolden and like all the like
even like
legendary
I thought you were gonna do
I don't
Michael
know who
Floyd at
else.
some point.
Yeah, Michael Floyd as
Michael
well.
Floyd.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking he's gonna do a good receiver, so I'm like, I can't. D Hop deserved 3 probably, if we're being
Yeah.
honest.
And yeah, it fits 1 and then
Fits 1.
Honestly,
Honestly,
in
he
this
should have
list,
been
I would
2.
probably
I guess
give
on
D-Hop
your
2.
list is 2. Yeah, D Hop's
Yeah,
2.
because then the only other ones were good was Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown,
John Brown.
and John Brown. Yeah, I mean all the other ones are pretty ass. You got Rondell. Shout out Rondell, bro. Rest in
Hey,
peace.
rest in peace, dog.
You got Trent Sherfield, AJ Green, Andy Isabella, Greg Dortch. Yeah, it's a bunch of randos. So
Well, then we
it
got
was like
Andy Isabella
was-
too. So
yeah,
my
Andy
God.
Isabella. It's a tough one.
that's
what I
bad.
said, bro. You guys kind of think about it, but that's fun.
Is he even in the league anymore?
I don't know.
Hey, I
know he went
created
somewhere.
a blind rank because I didn't know Rick was gonna make one. Do you guys want to do it real quick? It's 5 players.
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
let's do it real quick.
okay. Real quick. So this one is actually D-line edition,
Ooh,
blind
okay.
ranking, but it's current NFL D linemen.
Ooh.
So
That's very fun. That's very
you
fun.
guys get to rank them. So number 1, Chris Jones, Kansas City.
4.
Probably. Oh dang! But I guess it's I would say 3, right? Because he's pretty good.
I can go 3.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Let's do 3.
Okay. Number 2, TJ Watt.
Okay, 2.
Ooh,
That's pretty
2.
good, right? 2.
2?
Yeah,
If he says Miles, that's gonna suck. 'Cause I got to put him at 1, right?
he's
for
my number
Miles?
1 for sure.
So
So
TJ
you
is
already have
pretty
2 and
good.
3, right? 2 and 3.
I would put
Yeah.
him
So
over
now
Max.
you
right,
have
Adam?
4, 5, and 1.
I would put
Ooh,
him over
Max Crosby?
I would put him
Well,
over Max.
that's why I would put Chris Jones 4, and then I would put
Oh.
TJ Watt 3.
Okay. Can we switch
TJ
up
Watt's
to...
technically
You
not
guys can
defensive
switch.
line though, right?
guys can
All
He's
right,
switch.
fine.
technically edge.
We'll
Just this
we'll
once.
put our first pick was 4 for what's his face?
TJ
Jones.
or Chris
Jones.
Jones.
Okay, and then we'll put TJ Watt.
I'm allowing you to switch, even though you put him at. What'd you put him at originally?
We put him at 3 at first.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. I'm letting you a switch because you guys put him at 3. Okay, so you put Chris Jones at 3 or 4,
4,
and TJ at 3.
At 3.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3 is Quinnen Williams.
Oh, damn. I think I'm gonna have to go 5, but I want to put him 2 at the same time.
We'll go 5.
I'll go 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 5. Number 4 is Micah Parsons.
That's a good 2. Right?
I just don't know who else he's gonna say.
Yeah, but he got injured this year, so
he's gonna say some shitty guy, dude. I already know.
Who you put? You put Micah Parsons at 2.
Should we put him at 1? What do you think, Adam?
Let's just go 2.
Okay, we'll put 2.
And the last one is drum roll, Myles Garrett.
Okay, yeah. All right. So Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, Chris Jones, Quinnen Williams. That's a good list.
Quinnen Williams is 5 is disrespectful, dog.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
Over TJ?
I love TJ, bro.
I love TJ.
TJ
he set the sack record.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm thinking when healthy, who's the best? And to be honest, I'd put Quinnen Williams over Chris Jones, to be quite honest.
Probably.
Just because Chris Jones takes plays off.
So. Yeah, but he's Super Bowl winner, bro.
He is a dog.
Nice. Thanks, guys. Next time we do a blind ranking, I won't go as nasty. I just wanted to do something fun. I thought Sefa always makes it so they're like it's like good players, and I was like, what if I do like just players that we know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck y'all up next week. Okay.
All right, guys. So first and foremost news, we got Ty Simpson getting a top 30 visit with the Cardinals. What do you guys think with this top 30 visit, and what does it mean for us in this draft in 2026?
Well, honestly, the top 30 visits is in the Monty era are people that Monty drafts. So it's a really big deal that we are giving a top 30 visit to Ty Simpson and Carson Beck, 2 really valuable quarterbacks in this draft. So we're kind of showing our hand a little bit because we know we're very interested in these guys, but it's also going to be nice to see what they got, a little private workout. Going to spend a lot more time with them than just like an 18-minute interview like they had. So not surprised that they got a top 30 visit, but it is painting a little picture that the Cardinals are interested.
Okay. Personally, I think it's because we know, like we did Carson Beck and Ty Simpson, because we would be fine with either one of them falling to us, not necessarily that we would reach for any of them. So if we know Ty Simpson doesn't fall to us at 34, then I think we have our eyes set on Carson Beck, which maybe a 3rd rounder if we trade back, or our 4th rounder, which I believe is the first pick of the 4th round. So
I like that because I think that Ty Simpson, we're just trying to test the waters with other NFL teams. Like, hey, are you guys really gonna like use a 1st rounder on him? Do you guys see him as that 1st round talent? And then if not, we do have a fallback option. I don't know how I feel about trading back up. What do you guys think about trading up into the high teens or 20s to get Ty Simpson? And what do you think it would take?
I think we all agree that we don't want to use our draft capital to trade back in. I'd be fine trading our 2nd and a decent player on our team, but I don't want to trade any future picks unless it's like a 3rd rounder next year or something, which I know they wouldn't take. So,
yeah, I honestly, like we said, since we gave Ty Simpson and Carson Beck a top 30 visit, I feel like the Cardinals are saying, hey, we're going to let the draft play out. And, Jets, you want to take Ty Simpson, go ahead. But if he falls in our lap at 34, then we'll take a flyer on Ty Simpson, right?
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
not, then we can take great players and build this roster, and we're confident enough that Carson Beck can also still be a good addition to our quarterback room later on in the draft if we have to draft him like third round or fourth round. So
Yeah.
ideally, it would be nice to take him in the fourth, but I don't think we could get him there. I think he's going to go late third if we
So you'd
passed
have
on
to
him
use.
in the third. So we have to use our third round, which kind of sucks. But you get Carson
For
Beck.
Carson
Yeah.
Beck?
Yeah, because
Yeah. Support. Yeah. Reports are saying he's probably going
he's
earlier.
projected to go late third, early fourth. Um, if you want to secure him, meaning like for sure you want to get him, you have to take him in the third, or you're risking him getting
Being
drafted in
picked
the
up.
third, and then we won't have him in the fourth. So
Yeah.
And if you missed out on the Simpson sweepstakes, it'd be kind of
yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
But you could take
Oh,
a best available player at second round, and then third round you'll just have to take Carson Beck at the beginning of the third, which kind of sucks, but at least you get him.
Well, this is the thing. There's a lot of teams with multiple third round picks. If somebody really wants, there's going to be there. This draft is stacked with great players who are going to fall to the third. I think they would give us two of their thirds for
That'd be
our
nice.
first over or our, I think
Yeah,
second
the top of the
overall
third.
of the third.
We're the top of
So
the third.
are we the very first pick? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah,
I
I would
like.
love to trade back.
That'd be nice.
I was gonna say I like that type of thinking for our franchise of hey, we're not gonna be needy or show our
Yeah,
hand that we're super needy on a quarterback, and we'll see if Ty Simpson falls to us, and if not, then we'll pivot because if you're like thinking like a lot of these fans where you're like, oh, it's Ty Simpson or bust, and like we need that, then you're going to waste a lot of draft capital and much needed capital either this year or in this big draft of 27. So I think taking a flyer at 34 overall is a lot more safe. Even though it might not be the sexy thing to do, I think it'd be safe because if Ty Simpson doesn't fall, which I don't think he will, then yeah, you guys said there's top talent in this top second in the top of the second. So then
hmm
you can pick a top tackle if we don't go Francis Mauigoa or a top wide
Tackle.
receiver, just anyone that falls, So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just think that that's a safe bet, and that's maybe what the Cardinals are thinking about. Why we got Carson Beck up in the offices as well. So
It feels
um,
like a very
yeah.
responsible thing that the Cardinals are doing. Like
finally.
we were very scared, like leading up to this draft, and finally it's like, man, they're actually being smart. They're not stupid. They're not
hmm
gonna freaking draft Ty Simpson, trade away future capital when next year's draft is supposed to be amazing when it comes to quarterbacks. I know
Mhm,
you can never bet on the future, but it's looking a little more bright for the quarterbacks next season or next
hmm
draft. So
mhm,
like, might as well save that capital and take a flyer on one of these later round guys that we've been saying, like Carson Beck,
hmm
Nussmeyer, and Aller. Um, if you had to, right? So I think it's a mature thing the Cardinals are doing, and I'm hoping like it's painting that picture of them not having to pick Ty Simpson in the first. Like, fuck that.
Right.
No, no, no,
yeah,
no, no.
Because think of it
and
hypothetically, let's say Carson Beck or whoever we draft pops, which it happens all the time, right? Some late round draft pick. Then we still know we're going to be not very good this year. That means we get a top pick next year. And there's a lot of really good players in next year's draft, blue chips, which we're saying we're kind of lacking this draft. So
mhm, yeah. What do you guys think about Carson Beck? He played in Miami last year in the ship. Actually, he took him all the way to the ship, and he played at Georgia. So he has a lot more of on-field experience than Ty Simpson, and he is a pocket passer too, just like he is. What do you guys think about Carson Beck and what he would bring as a rookie next year?
yeah, I really like him because I didn't like him at first. I'll be the first one to say that I actually hated Carson Beck a lot going
Hmm.
to Miami.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't very good at Georgia. Now, he kind of proved me wrong this year. Everything that everybody was saying he proved that this year, which is a great leader. He can stay in the pocket and take a hit. And he's really accurate, to be quite honest, and he's really smart. you saw it all on the field. If you go watch his highlights on YouTube, um, he was phenomenal this year, to be quite honest. He obviously every quarterback's going to make some bad throws, and he can work on those. But yeah, I was really impressed with him in all four of those attributes this year.
The one thing that I love about Carson Beck is that he has a lot of experience from the collegiate level, and that, whether it translates or not isn't, it's up for debate, but at least you can say he has more experience than Ty Simpson. Ty
Mm-hmm.
Simpson has what, 15 games?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about Ty Simpson. I think out of the two, Ty Simpson has the higher ceiling. That's why he's graded as a first rounder this year. Um, but at least I feel like with Carson Beck, you know what you're getting when you draft him. And what you're getting
Higher
is, like
floor.
Adam said, yeah, higher floor, right, exactly. You're getting a pocket presence QB who's gonna throw a decent ball. His accuracy isn't the best, but it's good. And a leader of men, which we lacked for years at the quarterback position with Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Although we loved him, he just wasn't a leader. And he did seem like he started to become one, but then, it all shit fell apart, right? But
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty nice to have Carson Beck in the QB room learning under Jacoby and Gardner Minshew. And the good thing is that he doesn't have to start right away.
Yeah.
And he's not a high draft pick, right? If we have to take a first round on Ty Simpson, like
Then
that's
you
a
gotta
high
feel
draft pick that you
pressure.
feel pressured. You have to throw him in right away. If we
Yeah.
draft Carson Beck in the third, then we're not feeling pressured. We have to start him right away. And of course, he's gonna start. He's gonna play games next season. When
Right.
he does, I don't know, but he'll have experience. And if he hits, we don't have to draft a quarterback next year. And if he
Yeah.
doesn't, again, we can draft another quarterback. So I think it's, in my opinion, that's kind of the route I want to go, is draft Carson
A
Beck
late rounder.
in the third or later
Fourth.
third if we could trade down.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad if we take Ty Simpson if he falls to 34. But other than that, there's no reason to trade up. Hell, if Jets
Yeah.
want to take Ty Simpson at 33, I applaud you. He fell out of the first, you
Good
took
for
it.
you.
Good for
Yeah.
you. I really don't care. But if he falls to 34, yeah, take it. And I know the Cardinals will do that if he falls to
Mhm.
34.
I mean, if we had 2 first rounders, like the Jets would do what we would want, right? In the first round, they're picking 2 players who they really need and are best available really at the position they need. And then they get Ty Simpson with their third pick. So that it'd be a smart move by them. And like you said, I'd applaud them, and I hope Carson Beck
And they're doing
falls
it
in
for
their
the
lap.
right.
So
Exactly.
This crazy is PHNX had a meeting with Coach Michael LaFleur, just because they had the NFL meetings here in Arizona recently. And the crazy thing is, Michael LaFleur talked about what he would like in a rookie quarterback, and his top thing was saying he loved how if a quarterback can take a hit, or can have a good pocket presence. So that makes me think more and more. Oh yeah, they really do like the Carson Beck pick,
mhm.
or a pocket passer. And that's the same thing for the trees of Mike Shanahan, or Kyle Shanahan and Mike McVay,
Sean
or
McVay.
not Mike McVay, Sean McVay. Sorry, I'm missing all my names. But all those good coaches that he was under, they all look for those pocket passer type quarterbacks,
Mhm.
and I would not mind doing that. I feel like we need a different kind of offense. We've been only dual threat for a while now, so I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you guys think about that?
Oh,
Just having
I love that.
pocket
I
passer.
think Mike LaFleur is kind of showing a poker face, given the typical, coach answers, coach speak.
Mhm.
But you can kind of read the tea leaves, right? As you like to say, Rick. That pocket presence. I don't think Ty Simpson. He does. He's a pocket passer. I'm not going to say Ty Simpson isn't, but if you're looking at the two, I think Carson Beck's a better pocket passer, just because maybe the experience thing, right? And watching it from Georgia to now Miami, I really think they balled out in that national championship game. You just can't beat Fernando Mendoza. He had that Heisman moment on the fourth down, scored the
He's a
touchdown.
dog.
He's a dog, and there's a
He
reason why he's
is.
going number one overall. He led his team to victory, and it wasn't a beat down out of nowhere. Like,
It's a
it was
close
a
game.
close game, and Miami deserved to be in that game, and I'm glad that they got a college football playoff bid. I think they were a lower
They
seed.
barely made it.
They barely made it, and
Yeah,
I'm
they
happy
barely
they
did.
got in because they showed their talent, and of course our favorites, Ruben Bain and Francis Mauigoa on the
Mhm.
line, shoring up that team. And Adam, we'll talk about it soon. Is like we love so much people on that Miami team, and I barely care about anyone on Indiana, which is hilarious because they won
Yeah.
the ship. But like Miami's
Chips,
team
yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
But
I think Miami was such a they just have so many dogs on their team that like naturally gifted like these guys are going to go to the NFL, and Indiana was such like a cerebral team, like from the
mhm.
coach all the way to their quarterback all the way to their linebacker to their safeties. I mean, they were all like veterans who've been in college for several years and just like made shit happen, you know? So,
Yeah.
They honestly would have lost that game without Fernando Mendoza's like
oh,
heroics
for
because
sure.
he pulled stuff out of his ass that they were supposed to lose and they
Yeah.
barely like made one or two plays happen, and that's how you win a football game sometimes,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So Carson Beck, he won a ship, right, with Georgia before he transferred over,
I know.
No, I
I
thought they
think he went to
lost.
the champion. I think he
and they
went to the
lost.
ship and they lost. Right?
Oh, so he's lost twice.
Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that. I'll have to, excuse me, fact check myself. So
Okay. But yeah, I'm excited for LaFleur, and yeah, he was coach speaking the whole time. They asked him a ton of questions, so
yeah,
is what it
Yeah.
is.
I mean,
Uh,
going
uh,
into your first year, you can't reveal your hand. You just
You can't.
can't.
it's
No.
true. It's true. But it's kind of cool hearing him because like he's a lot different than Coach Gannon and the way he speaks. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking he is really excited about this offense. One thing that I really liked that he talked about was our new addition of Gardner Minshew and how he was like talking with him for like eight hours or 4 hours on FaceTime when he was with Florida, or what is it, with the Jags?
Mhm.
Chiefs?
Um,
Last year's team?
no.
When he
When
was
he
with the
was with
Oh,
the
when he
Jags.
was with
when he was
Jacksonville.
with the
Okay.
Jags, he was talking with FaceTime over him for hours because he's a big football guy. I guess he was saying, and he said he really loved Gardner Minshew. He's a stand-up guy, and that honestly he can see some real playing time. So, what do you guys think about Gardner Minshew being in the QB room? And it probably would have been a better like a happier receiving of fans if we had a quarterback. But like yeah, what do you guys think of him as
I
being back
think
in the game?
I think honestly, you don't lose a step going from Brissett to Gardner Minshew. Now, how big is that step going to be this year is yet to be seen, obviously. But I think they have different strengths. But you know they can both lead a team, kind of like how Colt McCoy was with us. Like you know he's going to step in for 3 to 5 games, and he's going to keep you in
Hmm.
each and every one of those games on his end. Now you can't control the
Yeah,
defense, which is our issue last year. But I think that Gardner Minshew really brings that presence that Brissett does to our offense. So if he were to step in due to an injury or whatever, that will be fine.
you get good quarterback play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll take Gardner Minshew over Keaton Slovis and
Oh my
Clayton Tune
goodness.
any day. I don't understand why our third string quarterbacks are always so terrible, but um, that that's another thing is like we're gonna have a decent QB room where we have two vets and then hopefully a rookie, right? So like it's
Hmm.
gonna be a decent QB room, and I'm not mad at any of them, and I'm not mad if any of them start a football game. Like
Yeah.
All right.
of course, we want a number one, true number one quarterback, but due to the circumstances, I'm kind of just swallowing my medicine. I understand where the Cardinals are trying to go. I'm cool with any of the rookie and the other two playing
Yeah.
quarterback. So,
Yeah, and then also Gardner played under the Chiefs and Andy Reid for
Yeah.
mhm.
I think it was a year or two.
Hmm.
So he's got a little bit of juice and he's seen a lot of quarterback different playbooks. So I think that that's gonna affect the way he plays with Mike LaFleur. So I think it's exciting.
Didn't he
Not like
lead
yeah.
Jacksonville to the playoffs too?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
went on
I
playoffs
think he
with them
filled
when
in
he
for
was a
some like
rookie.
Nick Foles when Nick Foles got like that big ass
Injured.
contract from the Jags,
Mm,
and then
Hmm.
Gardner Minshew filled
dumbest
in when Nick
contract
Foles
ever.
got hurt, and then
Yeah.
he actually took off. So then they released Nick Foles.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't
So
believe
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
Anyways, enough talk about the quarterbacks. We know it's the top conversation because it's got to happen. But I wanted to bring up a good story about one of my family members that played in the NFL. It was our uncle. His name was Dusi Latui, and he had a anagram that was called TBOLITNFL. It was TBOLIT NFL, which meant the best offensive lineman in the NFL. And he had that attitude that he wanted to be, even though he was only a right guard, the best lineman, offensive lineman in the NFL. And he took that with him, and they ended up going to the Super Bowl. He was on that 2008 Arizona Cardinals squad, and if you know him, shout out to you, Thusi. We love you. But he brought that freaking juice, man, on the O line. And I remember on his O line, they were like rock solid. Our run game was always top 15. So I thought that that would be like a good transition in seeing another Polynesian come to our offensive line, and how that would affect our run game in Francis Mauigoa. What do you guys think about T-Boatlet NFL, and do you think Francis Mauigoa would be the next best offensive lineman in the NFL?
Yeah, if you look at it, man, it's pretty crazy the parallels with our draft right now and when Deuce got drafted. The Cardinals were still not like a top 10 team in the NFL, and they were still very mid, like
Struggling.
always, right? And I remember, I think it was it's either the year we signed Kurt Warner, or he was already
Matt
there for
Leinart
a
or
year.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it was that same draft that he got picked up. We signed Kurt Warner, and he got drafted in the second round. And Larry's still with us, and it was just we were able to build from Deuce being drafted. So it kind of like draws parallels. Now we're in that same area where like our team's still kind of mid and low key suck. But now we're gonna draft another lineman, and he's gonna fill in the right side of the ball, and he's gonna be
Yeah.
Samoan. Francis Mauigoa, number 3 overall, T-Boatlet NFL, bro. To be the best offensive lineman in NFL, he'd have to be insane, and we're hoping for that for the Cardinals.
Yeah, to be honest,
Yeah.
I think. Oh, I'm not my bad. My bad. Yeah, I think it's a great thing though to draft him. I mean, not only because of that, but he's just a great player, obviously. And my belief, I'm not gonna lie, if you got a lot of polys on the team, you're gonna be good. So that's just what it is. So
Yeah, and I think having him, like Setfo was saying, we have pieces. Like, you got Trey McBride, you got Michael Wilson, 1,000-yard receiver, and you got endless potential in Marvin Harrison Jr. So if you shore up that O line, you have bookend tackles with Paris Johnson and Francis Mauigoa, then you can actually finally see a future of this, like a competing playoff contender. We're missing the quarterback, obviously, but you can see that making a investment in a right tackle early will pay off. And that's what I see in getting a Maui Noah early. Even though people are like, "Oh, he's probably a top 10 talent, he's not top 5." You still have to see that Maui Noah is going to get picked. So get your guy early. That way you're not risking it and getting like a Spencer Fano at 8. Might as well just get him, right?
Well,
So
in our
that's what I
opinion,
think.
he's the top tackle in this draft. So that's the
yeah,
benefit of being third overall. We can take the best of any position group besides quarterback, right? We could take the best of any position group. So we're taking the best tackle. That's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. And I know it's not a sexy pick, but like you said, it's preparing us for the future. Look at the top offensive lines in the league. And you look at the Eagles; they have a Samoan on the tackle, Jordan Mailata. Look at the
Yeah.
freaking Lions, Penei
Yeah,
Sewell,
Penny
and then you got we just picked up that guard from the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you get a bunch of polys on this line, it's only gonna bring greatness, right? So imagine Siomalu and Maui Noah sitting next to each other, bro, in the
Dang.
at the O line, bro. It's gonna be elite. And then you have James
Dude,
Conner
that's gonna be
and
so
Tyler Algier
sick.
committee running backs. Come on, bro.
And
Like, it's
Tyler
gonna be
Algier,
nice.
Samoan or Tongan too.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
and
You got
fun fact,
Polynesians up the
and fun fact, our center, he's Polynesian, part
Oh
Polynesian.
yeah,
Oh
Froho.
yeah,
He has
yeah.
Tongan in him.
He's
Yeah.
the Tongan what's the
Irish,
Norse
right?
god,
Yeah,
Irish
the
god.
Norse.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's just gonna help all the bonding and the camaraderie of this Polynesians being together. And Francis, I think, would be a really good bond to these Polynesians on our team.
I
It's
think he would
just it'll
fit in
help out
really
so
well.
much. Yeah, he looks like a Cardinal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly.
Anyways, we've been saying that Mauigoa has been our favorite pick for a while now, and we're hoping we'll go that way. But once the week of the draft comes, we'll probably have a clearer picture of where we're gonna go. Um, so I wanted to talk about the wide receiver group. Right now we have pretty good wideouts. It's not amazing, but I would say we're in the top half, maybe. What do you guys think? Is MHJ or Mike Wilson the top target next year if you had to put money down on the top wideout
for the Cardinals.
for the Cardinals?
Adam, you take it first. Ooh.
It's to me, it's Michael Wilson. If you're looking at, I'm trying to look at it at like who's comparable from the teams that LaFleur was on. I think he's comparable to Puka, and I
Mhm.
also think he's comparable. He's kind of comparable to Ayuk, not as shifty,
Yeah.
but I think big play catches is just like Ayuk, and I think I really think he looks just like Nakua though, and I think he's going to get utilized that way as well. He just has a better head on his shoulders. So
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Man, I will say Michael Wilson, but I'll play devil's advocate and hope and pray Michael Mike LaFleur can unlock Marvin Harrison. We've all seen the Marvin Harrison's highlights from Ohio State and his draft and his combine and his crazy catches he would make. If Michael LaFleur can unlock that Marvin Harrison Jr., then he will be the number one receiver on this football team. But
hmm
until we can see that, we have to say Michael Wilson because Marvin hasn't proven what Michael Wilson has.
yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of like Santa Claus. We don't believe you until we see you, bro. Still don't
Exactly.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
the
kids. I'm
the
sorry.
thing is that we have three different weapons. If MHJ can prove he's an actual weapon next year, what's going to happen is just to really dive into football here. What's going to happen? You can't bracket coverage both sides of the field, so you have to bracket coverage one side of the field and Trey McBride. Um, and if he's got another receiver over there, cool. You can put high coverage that side, but that means you're going to be probably man with a blitz or something on the backside. So whoever you put on the backside is, I mean, if they can make a play, like they're just going to destroy whoever it is. And I think Michael Wilson, he's going to be that guy. I think MHJ is like the combo route guy, kind of possession
Mhm.
guy with McBride. And then it's like pick your poison, at that point. So I think all three of them are going to have a big year, given that MHJ is able to start becoming who we thought he was.
Yes.
Yeah. And I honestly think it's kind of like a puzzle piece, bro, because like we were
Yeah.
missing the part of the puzzle piece when we had a bad offensive coordinator. But now that you have Michael Floor, who unlocked freaking Puka Nakua, who was a nobody a couple years ago, uh, it's just gonna be so awesome to see that missing puzzle piece of a good coach and a good wideout to be put together, and we actually can, see a connection. Now we're just
Mhm.
missing the quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just wanted to talk about Michael Wilson is a third rounder, so he doesn't have a fifth round option. So he's going into a contract year. How does that affect getting a good quarterback and his desire to stay on the Cardinals if we don't get a good quarterback and free agency that would happen next year? How would
E-
that affect him?
Extend him now. I can't believe. I don't know if the Cardinals would be stupid enough to not give him a contract. Obviously, you're not going to get JSN and Puka Nacua money, but you're going to get paid. I hope, I hope he's going to want to get extended, but he might just take a bet on himself and say, no, I'm not going to take a contract extension until after the season, and then he could command even more. But you're taking a bet if you do that.
I think being smart on both Michael Wilson's end and also the Cardinals' end, and Mike LaFleur and whoever's involved really in that decision. I think you're going to wait till, after at least 4 games to see, hey, how am I fitting in this offense? Hey, is this going to be the offensive for me? Hey, am I going to be like, what kind of focal point am I going to be in this offense? And
Mhm.
then from there, you kind of start maybe talking about the conversations. Now, if he's on track again to have 1,000+ yards, and all that, yeah, you got to sign him to that extension. And I think I'm not sure
It
if
would
we
just be
should sign
more
him to,
expensive, right?
yeah, I'm not sure if he'll make like St. Brown money, but he's going to be kind of more expensive. But I think signing him earlier will get him at that cheaper value. So
Yeah.
there's
I was
really
gonna
a
say,
lot that'll play into it.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm on the boat of signing him early because let's say you sign him now, then you're getting him at a fair wage. I think it'd be a lot of money, but it'd still be more fair. But you're also gonna be locking him in for multiple years because he could probably play this year, have either 1,000 or 900, 800 yard year, and if he sees the quarterback play his ass. And we're not even in a top pick next year, and we don't have any kind of prospects to have a quarterback, then Mike's gonna be like, I'm gonna go to another team that can actually get me the ball and test out the free agency, you know? So we want to make sure we're not losing our top talent and sign him early, you know? So that's the only thing I was nervous about with
Yeah.
him being in a contract year.
Well, the thing is, we have to remember too, last year was the first year he stayed healthy since like his sophomore year of college or something. So, I mean, that
Hmm.
plays a factor as well. Like, hey, can you stay healthy? Can you do what you did last year? That's the risk reward kind of scenario you have to play as the Cardinals is like, hey, can we sign him and like pay him over what he could be, or are we gonna maybe get a bargain on him by signing him to this kind of contract? So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to say, to be honest. I personally, I'm on your boat though. I would sign him early, just
Hmm.
not breaking the bank.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's all I had for topics. Did you guys have anything you want to bring up before we get to burnout?
One thing I want to mention, just after doing mock draft after mock draft, I'm not gonna lie, I would be fine if the Arizona Cardinals take a player from Miami every round of this draft. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every single round of this draft has a player that from Miami where I'm like, that's a position of need and they're a dog. Like they're gonna translate to the NFL properly.
Hmm.
So honestly, if we drafted any Miami player, I think we win this draft. To be quite honest,
I agree. Yeah, Miami's a really good team, and I think hopefully we can get a couple of their guys, but at
yeah.
least Francis, that would be the
And
dream.
Carson Beck would be great. I would love
And
Carson
Carson,
Beck.
dude, I actually didn't really think about Carson until this week because I found out about the top 30 visit. I
Yeah.
was always on the Nussmeyer train, but thinking about Carson, I'm like, man, he feels like more of a Cardinal
Hey,
to
did you
me
watch
than
the highlight tape that I sent you?
yeah, he's pretty good, bro.
He's
I
pretty
like him.
solid, bro. He's pretty
He
solid.
is.
He's gonna be good. I'm hoping we kind of go the Carson Beck route now instead of Ty Simpson, but we'll see.
I am on that train right now.
Funny thing is, I don't know why I still like Ty Simpson.
Oh
I
my
watched both of their
gosh.
highlights. I still like him, bro. Like I don't know, like he does give me a good ceiling, dude. Where you're like,
Dude, Ty
man.
Simpson isn't or Carson Beck's taller than Ty, bro.
But
I'll take
no, no,
that
just
too.
imagine. I know I do like that, but I'm just saying, like, what if Ty Simpson had like another crazy year and like went back to college? Then he'd be a top 10 pick, right? So it's like maybe we're taking him a year early, you know,
Well, I'm
and
not
he
gonna
is going to be
lie.
good
I'm not gonna lie, and I'll stand on that. He's a third round draft pick in next year's draft, maybe
next
a
year
fourth rounder, personally.
with the play that he had this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if he played exactly how he did this year, he's a third, fourth round pick next year.
Yeah, he'd have to elevate the
his
Bama
play.
next year. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like
he didn't
hella.
elevate them this year. That's
Yeah,
that's why they
that's
didn't
why.
do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
He still has a high ceiling, so I'm not mad at it if we
Well,
pick
yeah,
him
that's
up,
what I was saying. If
but
he
I'm not
did stay,
trading
I think
anything
he
for
would
him.
have elevated his play and maybe even
Okay,
elevate his stock. But yeah,
based
it's
off
just dangerous.
highlights, who has a higher ceiling, Beck or Simpson?
Probably,
You have to say Ty because of
yeah,
his arm and stuff.
and his
But
ball
Carson Beck,
placement.
we know what we're getting from him. That's the difference.
Higher
Ty
floor.
Simpson, you're just betting on he can get better. Carson Beck's not gonna get better, or maybe he
You
can.
don't think so?
Maybe he can.
I think he has a lot of area
Growth.
of improvement.
It's like you're gambling on a slot machine, and you got the slot machine that's to your left has a jackpot of 50 million, and then the one on your right is like a 5 million. But then it's a higher chance to win on your right. Okay, well, let's go for the 5 million. So you never know. Like, what if Ty Simpson is the next Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean, you never know. But
not Aaron Rodgers. It has to be Drew Brees because he's short.
All I'm gonna say is, have you watched Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees college tape? It's insane.
Yeah.
It's actually the craziest.
What about Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson went crazy in college too. That man was diabolical.
Was he a third rounder though? He was third rounder. Right?
He was a third rounder because he was short, and nobody believed in short running quarterbacks at the time. If it was nowadays and you saw Russell Wilson's draft, he'd be the number 1 overall pick this year.
We're on the Carson Beck train, Adam. Calm down.
I'm on it.
We want him to. We want him to.
Well, Adam, I'm just trying to get you. I'm just trying to get you to accept the Ty Simpson too, because what we might.
You know the Cardinals are going to take him if he falls.
I know. If he goes at 34, I hope he develops like the thing is. I don't believe you develop like getting pressured in your face and making a smart decision. Like you just either are good at it or you're not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, if we get Mauigoa, then he won't have pressure.
Hey, we play in the NFC West. We will always get pressured.
Yeah, that is true. You're actually right about that. All right, guys. Sorry, we are getting down to the wire. So let's go with Burnout, boys. Ready, sir? Bro. Welcome to this week's Burnout, where you get to know the hosts. Right now, I'm in charge of the questions. Sefa and Adam are going to be answering the Burnout questions. Let's start with Sefa. What's a bigger need this year, offense or defensive players for the draft?
Offense. We spent so much capital on defense last year, and look how that turned out. So,
you're like, stop giving Rallis players. Stop getting Rallis players.
I want either a weapon on the running back or wide receiver route or on lineman. So,
Adam,
can't protect your quarterback. You can't win games. Offense.
All right, I agree. Offense is pretty big this year. All right, Adam, why do you think the Cards have stayed patient and did not make any big splashes in free agency when we clearly have the money in the cap space?
I think they understand it's a 2-year deal, but I think they also understand that they're going to get the play. Like they're targeting players in this draft, and they're going to be very stickler on saying, "Hey, this is the guy I'm taking. I'm not doing what I did 2 years ago." You know.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Cardinals are being smart, and they know they have to extend Paris. They got to extend Michael Wilson. We're saving money by not paying a quarterback anymore, so that's why we're not making big splash signings. We're saving that money for other players on our team, and then like Adam said, we're targeting players in this draft that will fill those needs as well, and hopefully they exceed right and on our team. But that's why we haven't made that many big splashes.
Cool. All right, Sefa, are the Cards planning on rushing the passer this year or just here for the vibes?
I think we're planning on rushing the passer. I don't want David Bailey to fall to 3. Like I said in multiple podcasts, pass on David Bailey, it's going to suck because I really love Mauigoa, and I think the Cardinals do too. And I think if they had to pick between Mauigoa and David Bailey, I think currently we're still going to draft Mauigoa, and we'd have to see David Bailey go to the Titans at 4 and watch him go crazy with freaking Baldy Robert Saleh. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think the pass rush, is going to be Josh Sweat, and hopefully Ojolari, Baron Browning, and the Oregon kid Birch all pick it up. That's the only reason why we would draft Mauigoa over Bailey, by the way.
Okay. Adam?
So how did you phrase this question? Because I'm lost in the sauce.
Are the Cards planning on rushing the passers this year? Or are we just here for the vibes? Are we just going to suck on defense again?
Oh,
40 burgers on.
Man, I think once we get healthy, we're going to be all right. And I think middle linebacker Cody Simon, regardless if we draft another backer or not. I think he's going to take a next step this year. But I really hope. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember. My hot take was Jordan Burch would be a top 5 pass rusher by the end of his 4-year, his rookie deal. I think he's going to take a big step this year. So,
man, you're actually right because he was a third rounder, a really high
third rounder. Yeah.
So I'm hoping he can get some juice on that edge.
I liked him a lot.
One thing, boys, that we never even mentioned in this podcast. I don't know if you guys heard the news. Walter Nolan is gonna be back, bros. Earlier than what we expected. So it was not an ACL thing. It was a meniscus.
Wow. Oh,
so meniscus is way easier to fix than the
oh wow.
The
yeah, and way less recovery time.
And Mike LaFleur was talking to Arizona Sports and all the media, and he said Walter Nolan, he's looking good. So he didn't give us specifics, but man, Walter's coming back.
Bro,
D-line's gonna be set.
Walter made our D-line super feisty and actually got to the quarterback.
Hey, hot take, Walter Nolan's probably the best defensive lineman in the NFL, D tackle.
Whoa.
Wait, in the NFL?
When he's healthy. D-tackle.
You got to think about this, Adam.
D-tackle.
Yeah, you got to think about DTs. There's not many. You got Quinnen Williams. Chris Jones. You got something.
Used to be Aaron Donald.
Hey, best
you got that guy from Seahawks.
D-tackle,
I would say.
What about the Patriots
that guy
kid?
from Seahawks? Yeah,
Patriots kid.
Milton Williams or whatever.
Yeah, he was crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Walter Nolan's one of those three, bro. I'm telling you. I'm saying the hot take. Hot take, bro.
He looked really good.
Walter Nolan can be that.
Hey, I will say his what was it? Was it hurry rate or something like that? He had a rate. It was really, really high last year in the amount of like games and snaps that he had. So.
You know what's crazy is I would watch him only on defense, and he just looked like an animal off of the jump when they hike the ball. He's like fucking twitchy, gets up in the backfield, and he's got a good eye for the rush, for the run, because he had TFLs.
I mean, he sacked Dak on his debut, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, he's a great.
And TFLs as a defensive tackle is crazy. It's like Aaron Donald.
That's tough,
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Didn't he say Aaron Donald was like one of his players he modeled?
Yeah, he said he wanted to be like him.
Man, please meet Aaron Donald.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Please do it.
All right, Adam, I got a crazy-ass question. Would you rather have stanky-ass breath all the time but be rich, or have swamp-ass all the time and have abs and look like a 10 out of 10?
Fuck, we live in Arizona. We got option 2 all the time anyways. Swamp ass with abs. What's he fucking mean, dude?
Yo, so stanky breath and you're basically Elon Musk because you're rich as fuck?
You're rich. But you have stanky breath all the time. Yeah. Or you got the swamp ass all the time and you look good. You got a 10 out of 10.
I'm going to go with stanky breath, keep my mouth closed, buy everything I want.
You're like, yeah, can't brush your teeth to get out of that one.
I'm sorry, Cat, but at least you can cry in our Lambo. And I can work on my fitness. See, you know what I mean? I don't need abs. I can get abs. I'll pay a nutritionist. I'll pay. I'll have a personal chef. I'll have the greatest home gym. I'll have a mansion.
You'll make yourself a 10 out of 10.
Exactly.
Kardashian style.
I'm gonna go to the greatest dentist, dental hygienist, figure my shit out.
It still has the badass breath.
All right, Seth. At this point, it's not a rebuild anymore. It's a tradition with the Cardinals. What changes do you want to see to make this tradition change into a winning one?
I think it starts with getting an offensive lineman, like we've been saying, drafting Mauigoa, shoring up the O-line, giving any kind of hope to our quarterback of the future, a.k.a. Carson Beck. And hopefully that sets us up for the 2027 draft. We could pick up a monster, whoever it is, defense, offensive guy. But yeah.
To be quite honest, I feel like sports is all about doing things with purpose. And I feel like our drafts, we haven't been drafting with purpose, which is like a clear goal to an identity of a kind of team that we need to be. And I think this year by firing Gannon, hiring a really good offensive coach who comes from pedigree coaches, a really good coaching tree, we're starting to do things with purpose. Like we kind of have a goal now that's led by a leader of men. And I think to take the next step, drafting this year's draft class with purpose, which is to build for next year when we get a quarterback or hopefully hit on the gem that we draft this year, or a possible gem, a diamond in the rough. That's going to set us up for our future, and that will change everything Arizona Cardinals. That'll change our culture. That'll change how other teams view us. But it has to start with a purposeful draft this year.
Nice. I like that. So this one is, I think I know Adam's answer on this one, but we'll see. Sefa, if you go first. Would you rather go 6-11 with progress next year, or go 3-14 and get a top pick in the 27 draft?
I'd rather go 6-11 to see progress and kind of give our team hope for the future. And I think if we go 6-11, it would show that Mike LaFleur has is a better coach, right, than what we had, because he's able to utilize his weapons and what we have to make his team win 6 games, because that's like what 2 more than we won last year. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree. Yeah, 6-11. I can't do another year like last year. I would love to get a top pick, but I think there's so many quarterbacks next year that, there's gonna be like 10 drafted in the first 3 rounds. So I think we'll be fine.
And I think we can set ourselves up for next year to be successful and grow, and then we could even give away 2028 capital to trade up.
Yes.
And I'm fine with that next year, because hopefully this draft kills it, and hopefully our team's growing, and then we're able to take shots on free agency and the draft and trade up for things that we need, and especially if it's a quarterback. I
guess the 6-11 progress would also just make it look like our team is growing, and then you could build off of it again.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
You can't have back-to-back 3-14 years. Otherwise, we're the Browns and the Jets.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, a lot of people are like, "Oh, tank for Arch Manning."
No.
Trade up for Arch. Why isn't that the mentality?
Yeah.
Trade up.
Yeah,
trade up.
And I'm
Give
like,
away the
and
farm.
if we lose the 14 games that it would take, or 15 games, I don't even know if we want to be a part of the team, and the players are probably not want to be part of the team either. So it'd be like breaking another rebuild, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right, Adam, this one's your question. Who's the most underrated artist or musician in your opinion?
Ooh, underrated artist or musician? Artist, like, as in like just all music? Is that what you're saying?
Any kind of music, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Underrated. I'm gonna shout out my boy Phoenix. Sorry. I work with him, and he's an underground rapper, and
nice.
He's legit. He's starting to become bigger and bigger. If you guys don't know him, yeah, go ahead and look up Phoenix. Yeah, he goes crazy. Low key.
Oh yeah.
Dang. There's a lot of people that are well known that I'm not gonna shout out because they're not underrated, they're rated, right? An underrated artist, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but I saw them live in concert one time. Me and Kat went and watched They're an amazing artist. I don't know if everyone knows them. I think I've shown you guys a couple songs from them. It's literally THEY. They.
I do like.
I think they're hella underrated. I love their music. They have some really great bangers. Their old stuff's better than their new stuff. Their new stuff's R&B, but their old stuff was this like nice, cool mixture of like rap and rock. It was weird, but it was super cool. But yeah, check them out. They're amazing.
That's actually a pretty good answer right there. Yeah.
Heck yeah. What about you, Junior?
Underrated artist. Man, that's tough. I wasn't even thinking about my answers. Let me think. Damn. Shit, I
Ricky's like Miley Cyrus. What?
Like, I came up with the question.
You saw the reunion?
You answered
Did you not see the Miley Cyrus reunion?
I didn't even
Hannah
see
Montana.
Like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, I guess Disney Plus came out with the reunion for Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
she did like a Hannah Montana concert.
Of course she did.
And I loved it. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
and I loved it.
Throw me your wig.
I honestly don't have an answer for you guys because I'm basic and I love all the fucking Drakes and
people,
all these popular people, bro. I'm so basic, bro. Anyways, Sefa, this is your question. The new Harry Potter series, success or bust?
I think it's going to be a success. And why I say that is because, like, I think Kat said this, and HBO cannot mess up on this. They cannot mess up on this. So I'm betting you all of the writers and people putting this together is the best of the best. And based off of that trailer, it looks really freaking good. I'm hyped about it. I'm I'm probably hyping it up too much, and I'm going to be disappointed. But I think it's going to be a success.
Nice.
I think it's going to be good too. I heard that it's supposed to be more like the books than the original Harry Potter was.
Well,
So
they're doing seasons. Every season
okay,
is going to be a book. So they have a lot of time and
A lot
episodes
of
to
content.
that's
throw
awesome.
into it. So literally season 1 is the Philosopher's Stone. So they can
Yeah.
go into detail on all the characters. There's going to be a lot more world building. There's going to be stuff from the
Nice.
books that wasn't in the films. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm hoping too.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous because you got all the boomers or all the old heads are just gonna be like, "Oh, this is never gonna beat the original."
Nah,
And
you
we're
mean
not
millennials.
trying to.
Boomers don't watch Harry Potter,
You're
my
right.
dog.
You're right. It's us. It's our generation.
It's
It's
us.
me.
It's
And we're the ones that are
me.
being like, we don't want to beat the originals. The originals will never be beaten. We're not saying it's gonna be beaten. We're just grateful that we're making another adaptation of a great series.
Also, one thing to all the haters of the new series, especially the millennials that are like, you can't beat the originals, give this time and give them a shot. Especially because these are kids. These are 11-year-old kids that are coming in and acting as Harry, Ron, and Hermione, iconic characters. I can't imagine being 11 years old and stepping into that role. Like, give them their time, and I think they're gonna do a great job. They already look the part, so
the
they're
trailer
just gonna
looks really cool.
they're
it looks
gonna
really
kill
good.
it. Yeah, they're gonna kill it.
Nice, like that. All right, Adam, if you could change the Cardinals uniforms, what tweaks would you make?
Oh my gosh,
So
throw them
many.
out. To be
Yeah.
quite honest,
So many.
I don't like them. Man, we need a smoky gray one. We need a man, like we have a red, but I don't like the red that we have. Like, I don't know. I'd just throw out all the jerseys and let me just throw something together for y'all.
Honestly,
Yeah.
rivalry jerseys, those need to be our away ones, and we wear them every time we go away. And then take a little bit of the rivalries and throw them into the red ones. Imagine if our Reds had the little Arizona fucking flag.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling
the
with
rivalries should be our alternate away jerseys. So if we have multiple away games, those will be like our second ones we would wear or something.
I do want a white set, right? Yeah, you always got to have a white,
always,
not just like a dirty white.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about getting like a red helmet with the white cardinal head?
Oh, need to.
Like your hat, bro.
That
I
would
love
be
that
so
shit.
sick.
Yeah,
like a red helmet.
That's amazing.
With a yellow face mask and then like a cardinal white head. That would look so freaking sick, bro.
I'd have to see the yellow face mask.
Or maybe just a black face mask with the red helmet. But
I mean, even if we did like a gray one with like a chrome cardinal, you know, like something like that. Like, just spice it up.
This redesign of the most recent Cardinals jerseys was such a
lazy
letdown.
A safe bet. Like these are a safe like color waves. This is a safe Cardinals jersey. It's just cut and dry. They went all out with the rivalries, and that's what they should have done with all of our jerseys. I love our rivalry jerseys. But our home and away jerseys and even our black alternates should be the rivalry unis. Like the rivalry unis should be our black alts. Then we need to make a white set and redo the red set. And either we put in gray like Adam's talking about, or we just redesign and make them look sick. Like, I mean, look at the Houston Texans. I love their uniforms. They're all reds, look so sick. Why can't we like emulate something like that? Red's an amazing color. Like, you should have the best unis in the NFL.
You should.
They're so nice.
Red's such a cool color.
I even like the Jets jerseys that they had from a few years ago. Those are really nice too. And their helmets.
I love green. Green.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm in love with the Eagles. What's their Philly green
Kelly
ones?
green ones?
I love
Kelly
those.
Greens.
Hey, those are nice.
I love that color. That
those
color's
are so good.
Cool.
Well, that's crazy. I don't know why I love uniforms, but that's why the Diamondbacks stay relevant, is because they always have sick unis and sick like concepts. I mean, you see people wear Diamondbacks hats and they don't even give a fuck about the Diamondbacks.
They don't.
Like, because it's so freaking sick.
wearing a D-backs hat. I was like, he's not even from
freaking
Arizona, bro.
before KD came to the Suns, he was rocking D-backs hats. Like it's just because it's so much swag. Like, and people would wear like D-backs gear because it's so cool. Like that, I want the Cardinals to have that gear.
Yeah, it looks good.
100%. Last question, but not least, Adam, who's your favorite underrated superhero and why? So not like, who's your favorite underrated superhero?
Favorite underrated superhero? Ooh. That's a tough one. Yeah, go ahead.
Underrated superhero right now for me is Invincible. He's a superhero from the show called Invincible. Shit. And the reason I say it's underrated is because not everyone watches the show. But it's so good. The show's very good. Rick told me to watch it. Thank you, bro. And I ended up watching it, and it's amazing. Season 3 is coming out this year. Or is it 4?
It started already, yeah.
It started. Episodes. And I haven't, I usually wait for the whole season to drop, and then I watch it all.
Right.
But yeah, I love Invincible. He's a very great underrated superhero, and he's trying to follow in the steps of his father, Omni-Man, who's a beast, so.
And the voice actor, Stephen Yeun.
Stephen Yeun. Goated.
Love him.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot of like other than the mainstream ones. So
well, who's one of your mainstream?
Who's one of your favorites? Yeah,
but anyway. Crimson Chin, like no.
Fairly Odd Parents.
I love that, yo. I love that.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious.
That's sick. No, I was always I loved Superman always since I was a kid, and I always had like that little. You know, that little curl that went here, and I had the butt chin, so I always get called Superman.
Did you ever dress up as Superman for like Halloween?
Yeah, when I was skinny and Atticus is like 1. It didn't count, bro.
It didn't count.
Yeah, I've never shown anybody that picture.
You gotta redo that. Yeah.
Hey, once I fill out my legs a little bit more, once I get them more buff.
Hell yeah, Superman, dude, 100%. Got that Jerry curl going on. Well, that's all I got for you guys, bro. For Burnout.
Yeah. Thank you guys today. Shout out to our commenters, our followers, our subscribers. We love y'all, and take it easy and have a great weekend.
Yep. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes, love you guys. Happy Friday.
Everybody wash your hands, eat your oranges, take your allergy medicine. Hide your kids, hide your wife. All right, love y'all. See you next week.
Peace.